Hi, I'm Shirlene Johnston from Royal LePage Team Advantage Realty, and today I'm here with Parry Sound's Mayor, Jamie McGarvey. Welcome, Jamie.
Well, thank you, and I'm certainly pleased to be here.
Thank you for being here. This is wonderful. Jamie has been not only the mayor of Parry Sound, he's also worked on council for a total of 34 years, which is amazing to me that you commit that much time to your community as well. He has worked at Home Hardware and is the manager of Home Hardware for 41 years, so he started when he was 2.
Yeah. Yeah, people do say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you obviously have a passion for your community. You've been doing this a long, long time.
Yep.
What inspired you to run for council for the first time?
It was, well, certainly 1985, and I wanted to see more opportunity for the people in the township. And so I put my name in to run for council. And lo and behold, I happened to get elected, which I was extremely pleased about. And I began in that township by taking a look at opportunity of things for people to do, because that was one of the things that I heard was people were looking for more to do. So I began to look at the bylaws, and the bylaws were rather ancient. So I council update all the bylaws, especially in recreation, so that there was more opportunity, because people were looking for extra activities to do, and trying to get the community involved and engaged. One of the things that became loud and clear was that they wanted a public beach. And there was a beach, but it was extremely hard to get to. It was rather down a steep incline. But there was another one. So we had an access road that came out onto Maple Lake. And I received the support from council to do it. And I happened to get one of the last M&R grants that was ever given out, which helped a number of volunteers, came with gravel and bulldozers and various things, backhoes to build the road to get into it. And we succeeded, and that park and beach is still there today and used by the public. There were a number of people that were living in the village of Orville that didn't have access to be able to go swimming. So this gave them that access, and again, it was something to do.
I love that the community came together to help build
big
it.
Time. Big time.
That's what I love about the small town life.
Yeah. Having grown up in Parry Sound and then moving to Orville when I was about 19, there was a lot more to do in Parry Sound, so you wanted to take a look at that. But when I moved along or whatever, and some of those things were done, I began to see that the municipality really need to be more engaged in the area. And the REEV was very supportive at the time, and we became involved with the Economic Development Commission, which the Community Futures as we have it today, and CBDC came out of at that particular time, to try and be part of the area, so that the area was communicating together and working hopefully for a common cause to provide more opportunity and support for area, whether it's business or people looking for opportunities to live, and recreation as well. So my focus, I believe, over the years has been trying to bring people together and create opportunities so that we have a great place to live.
Yes, so you're obviously very passionate about your community, and you've put many, many years into council. What advice would you have for somebody who feels the same, who has passion and who wants to start, but just doesn't maybe feel the confidence or has the knowledge on how to do that?
Well, I think the first thing is you don't do it for yourself.
Yes, I agree.
You do it for the community. You have to remember that the residents and ratepayers are your employer.
Yeah.
They are the ones that are footing the bill so that you can do that, and I believe that every 4 years is your sort of scorecard on how you've worked for them to hopefully provide that opportunity for your community.
Keeps accountability high.
Keeps accountability high. That's
Maybe
right.
every job should have that.
And I think as long as you remember that, you will do well.
What opportunity is there in Parry Sound for young people who might be considering moving here with regards to employment?
One of the things that anyone moving here should always check first, and that is, there's every month there's a report comes out from the Labor Force Market Group, and they have a listing of certainly jobs within the district and Parry Sound that are there, and you check the employment agency as well. There's a high demand for certain jobs. We've got a great community. I mean, that's why I've always stayed. I love where I live, and I think that people may not realize the opportunities that are here. The way of life here. Your proximity to Georgian Bay and that sort of thing. But there are things that we can do that I think will attract even more people here. We have our economic development officer with the town, and Vlad's doing a fantastic job, and we have Glenn with the area economic development group, and the two of them are working together to provide more job opportunity. We also have to look at the housing aspect and create housing on all fronts. And one of the things that came loud and clear in the last election was a wellness center, like an area recreational center.
Not just a pool, but
Not just a pool, but a full recreational facility. And that came through loud and clear. And there are a number of people that would like to live here, but they want to provide the best opportunity for their children growing up. And so, having those extra things to do is extremely important to those parents and where they're going to raise their children. The other part of it is people, whether they're retiring. And I've heard from many of them, they want to stay here, but they also want to have those facilities available to them to create a better, healthy lifestyle. So we've got our mission, and we know where we are, and let's do what we need to do to create a complete community.
Yes, that sounds like an interview on its own. So pool committee, Get ready. I'm going to come chat with you.
So anyway, moving forward, we know what we have. There are people locate here just so that they can go walk on the fitness trail. The condominiums are selling extremely well. So people know what we have, but they also have that hope that we're going to have more. And I think we can do that. It's that collective will to work together to build that community and that opportunity. And I'm certainly willing to do as much as I can to help make those things happen.
Thank you. Well, you're clearly very, very passionate about Parry Sound in the area. So what are some of the things that you love just about living here, about the life in Parry Sound?
Well, to begin with, I love where I live. I mean, we live along the river and in Parry Sound, and my gardens and working in the yard is certainly a passion. It's great stress relief as well. But I can go sit down by the river in my chair, and you're with the island behind and the river. I mean, you would think you were at the cottage. It just the trees and everything. I mean, it's such a unique place and a unique spot that it is like being at the cottage, and you're almost right downtown. I mean, where we are. So that part of it I absolutely enjoy. So my wife and I are empty nesters now, so the two of us, we decided Friday nights were a good night. So and there's a fun league that they have on Friday nights at the curling club, so that's what we do. We have our 4-person team, and we just go out and have fun and curling. So I'm just glad that I'm physically still able to get out there and throw a rock and be able to sweep and have some fun. I mean, the curling club, I always enjoyed myself there. The great camaraderie.
It's not just about the curling, is
No,
it?
it's a very social club as well, and you know, people get together, they talk about their family and their friends and what they're doing, and and like right now they've got a dart club on Friday nights as well, so it creates more, you know, good fellowship, which is really, really important. People getting together and having a conversation is so important to community, and I think being out there, I know I get asked a lot of questions at times, but those people know that they get the right answer. It's not coffee shop talk. So, yeah, I mean, you meet a good cross section of the community, and you know, some new people that come to town. It's a good way to get out there and meet people, and I mean, curling is a friendly game. It's all about good curling, you know, and having a nice conversation afterwards. So, and there's a lot of bonspiels run out of that club in that winter season, and there are people from all over, whether it's Ontario and sometimes even other parts of Canada, that enjoy coming to Parry Sound just to curl, you know, because it's a good time.
Yes,
and the other curlers there, they look after you. Like, you know, if you're not from the community, well, they'll make sure that you are looked after, which is good.
Would you mind if we come and watch you curl, Jamie?
No problem.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We're gonna come on Friday night and do
Okay.
some video and
All right.
see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Watch you rock
Be kind
the
with-
curling rink.
Yeah, be kind with the footage, you know.
They're always kind with
Yeah.
the footage. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming out and chatting with us, and we'll see you at the rink.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take care. So long, everyone. This is Shirlene Johnston from Royal LePage Team Advantage Realty with Mayor Jamie McGarvey, and stay tuned to join us at the curling rink.